Hey, we got a Jeep. So we had this for a couple weeks now. Been slowly doing maintenance items on it. Changed the oil and the air filter. We took it on a little trip up to Fort Bragg. We hit the Lost Coast Trail. Went down to the Usole Beach. Did really good. We really like this thing. But today we're gonna do the differential fluid, gear oil. It's really easy to do in these. Dana 30 in the front, Dana 44 in the rear. They're easy to do because they have drain plugs, so no need to remove your diff covers. Saves you a lot of time, and it's really simple. All you need is a 3/8 drive and your drain pan, really. We're gonna have lots more of this Jeep on here, so on the channel, maintenance, some improvements, modifications, camping trips, all that good stuff. Okay, on the front, the Dana 30, the fill's right here on the cover. We're just going to crack this open first. Make sure you can get that open before you drain it. Then on the front, the drain is here on the driver's side. Both of these are pretty loose from the factory. Alright, just gonna let this drain. This one looks pretty clean. Clean off your drain plug. There's a magnet on these. Get all that gunk off. Just gonna let this drain, and then we'll do the fill-up procedure. Alright, so it looked like the drain plug from the factory had some pipe thread sealant on it. So we're gonna use this. Make sure it's good with oils. This one says oils, fuels, all that good stuff, so I'll thread this back in. Figure out where I left the ratchet. These weren't in there very tight at all. I think the torque spec's 25 foot-pounds. So don't go too crazy on it. That feels good. Clean this up with some parts cleaner, and then we'll move up to the front and we'll do the fill. Alright, so what we're using, 80/90. That's what the manual calls for. Got all these 1 gallon transfer pumps on here. Gonna fill it up till it starts to come out of that fill hole. They say in the rear you can use heavier gear oil if you tow a lot, but we're just gonna go 80-90 on both of them. I figure I'm gonna change it out regularly anyways, and I don't really tow with this. It's only rated for 3,500 pounds anyways. Alright, there we go, it's starting to come out.
Is that an S?
Sorry about that. Somebody walking by stopped to ask about the Nova. So it's starting to leak out. Means we're full. Pull this out. Get the drain plug or the fuel plug started. Put sealer on that too. Let me scoop this out of the way. Tighten that nice and snug. There we go. All down at the front. So much easier than taking this cover off. You could if you wanted to, but if you change it regularly like this, then I wouldn't bother, especially if you're doing water crossings and stuff like that. Alright, let's go to the rear. Okay, so we're on the rear now, the Dana 44. Drains on the passenger side. Hit it with some parts cleaner, it's got some mud. Good drain too. I backed it up on some stands because my driveway is kind of steep. Even out the truck a little bit. I guess the Jeep, I should say. So I'm going to do the same thing here. We're going to break that loose, let it drain. I suspect this will be dirtier since it's used more. Oh yeah. Get all this gunk off the magnet. Jeez. Alright, well, I'm not going to bore you with the rest of this. I'm going to put our drain plug back in. We're going to put our limited slip additive in here because this has a factory posi in this Jeep. And you're just going to put your 80-90 until it starts to come out like we did in the front. Then you're going to button it all up. Super easy to do.